The experiments you will see have been carefully done by professionals and should not be tried at home without parental guidance. Please follow the caution signs throughout this program.
We're so happy you could join us today for Creation is Science. We have an exciting experiment for you that will give us a little glimpse of who God is. Are you ready?
Yes.
I am ready, and I have here Professor Roy joining us, and I have Leah, Jasmine, Japhet, and Colton. And I can't wait to see what you've got for us today.
All right, good. Well, it's nice to meet you, kids. Cool. You like experiments?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, we've got a cool experiment. But hey, let me ask you a question. Do you like the sun? Well, here's another question. You like the sun. Now, can we live without the sun?
No.
No, we can't live without the sun. Now, that's interesting. Now, who created the sun?
God.
You know, Jesus created everything, didn't he? He really did. He created the sun in a marvelous way. He created the earth in a marvelous way. And that's what we want to talk about. So what we have right here is we've got some little white beads, okay? Now, Auntie, why don't you pass those out here, okay? And why don't you go ahead and get some things on the shelf that we asked you to get. And we're going to get some of our science experiment apparatus right here, okay? And let's see, we've got some fuzzy sticks right here. So here, why don't you take the color of your choice. Just go ahead and take one. You got one that you like better than the others? Okay, there, whoop, you got it? Okay, there you go. All right, and let's see, they can go ahead and pick the color of fuzzy stick that they want. Okay, and we've got some white beads, okay? We've got some little tiny white beads. Now, these little white beads are what we're going to concentrate our attention on, right? Okay, so what I'd like to have you do is I'd like to have you just go ahead and take 10 of them, okay? Any one, doesn't matter. Just take 10 of them and thread them right on your fuzzy stick, okay? Just thread them right on your fuzzy stick. So we'll have 10, okay, on each one of those. All right, and I think what I'm going to do, you know, I think I could do it too. Can I do it too?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so here we go. So I've got
look at him.
1,
He's
2,
doing them.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A couple of different ways of doing that, isn't there? Yeah. And then take them and put them on the middle of your fuzzy stick. But don't hurry. I'm just rushing you. There we go. We'll put them on the middle of your fuzzy stick like this. How are we doing? We doing good?
Yeah, most of them.
There we go. And then you can take your hand and you can put your hand right on top of them, okay? We want to keep them warm, okay? Want to keep them warm? Is your hand warm?
No.
I hope so. All right. Everybody got those?
Yep.
Okay. All right. We're just finishing up over there. We'll get those all together, all right? Now, we don't want them to slip off, so what you could do is you could tie the ends, or you could make, what could we make out of these?
Oh, I want a heart shape on mine.
We could make a heart shape on there, okay?
Because Jesus loves me.
All right, there you go. All right, so let's see, I could probably make a little heart shape on mine. Maybe. There you go. Mine looks more like an open mouth. There we go. Now, there's something interesting about these little white beads. The little white beads have a very, very surprising chemical inside of them. And what happens is when we take the chemical, when we take the bead and we shine some very, very important light on them, something happens, okay? Something happens. So what I have right here is I'm going to take this little light right here. I have a little flashlight. I can shine it on my clothes. Can you see it? It's very, very bright, okay? And I'm going to let you see the face of it, but I'm not going to shine it in your eyes. Can you see all of those little tiny bubbles in there?
Yeah.
Each one of those little tiny bubbles is an LED light, an LED light. And the frequency of light that's coming out is in the wavelength of what? Ultraviolet light. And the sun gives us ultraviolet light, doesn't it? Okay, so this is what? This is like sunlight, the ultraviolet light from the sun coming down and shining it on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shine that on your beads, okay? Let me just shine that on your beads and let's see what happens to your beads. Wow, let me shine it on your beads. See what happens to your beads. What's happening to your beads? Oh my lands, look at that. Wow, I'm picking up some interesting colors right here. Wow, what's happening to yours? Now they were, what color were they?
They were white.
They were white. Let me get over here to his. They were white. And what colors are you seeing now? What colors are you seeing now?
It's incredible.
You seeing many colors? Okay. There's a possibility of about 5 different colors right there. And I have those same beads in this little glass tube right here. And I can shine that on my glass tube, and you can probably see that they're turning all kinds of colors. Now, ultraviolet light, our sun gives us ultraviolet light, but we can't see it. Just like you couldn't see colors in your white beads, could you? Not until we shone some of this ultraviolet light on them. Interesting. Now, since we can't see ultraviolet light, it can be dangerous. Have you ever gotten over exposure of ultraviolet light on your skin? What happened to your skin?
Got sunburn.
It got sunburn, that's right. And sunburn is doing what to your skin? What does the sun do to your skin?
Burning it.
It burns it. It actually damages your skin, doesn't it?
Cells, yeah.
But you know, the thing of it is, we need ultraviolet light, don't we? Because you know what your skin does? Your skin turns some of that into what we call vitamin D what? You can guess. It's vitamin D3, and we got to have vitamin D3 too, don't we? But we can have too much, and that can be a problem for us. But you know, when God created the earth, He created an atmosphere around our earth right here. You know what? Hey, we have a globe up here. Can you go get that globe for me? Somebody, go get it. Let's go get our globe. We've got our globe, right? And here's a good picture of our earth right here. Here, cool. Careful with our globe. Look at that. But you know what? What we have is we have an atmosphere around planet Earth, don't we? We have an atmosphere around it, and that atmosphere tends to guard planet Earth from getting hit by too much ultraviolet light and dangerous things that come from the sun. And so it filters out the danger, a lot of that danger, ultraviolet light to us. That's interesting. Who created our atmosphere?
God.
You know, God created the atmosphere to protect us from the bad things that the sun can give us. Hey, have you ever had an X-ray?
Yes.
How many of you had an X-ray? You have an X-ray? Yeah, that's cool. But you know what? Would you like a lot of X-rays?
No.
Because that's radiation, isn't it? And X-rays, we don't want a lot of X-rays. In fact, people that give other people X-rays, they're called X-ray technicians and radiologists. They have to wear badges on their lab coats, because if they get too much radiation, it could hurt their health, couldn't it? Mm-hmm. Interesting. So we don't want a lot of X-ray, but the sun gives us X-rays. Isn't that interesting? Have you ever heard of gamma rays?
No.
Oh, hey, gamma rays, just a few seconds of gamma rays could kill us. We don't want that either, but our atmosphere does what? It guards us and blocks those dangerous rays. How cool is that? Hey, did you like the colors right there?
Yeah.
What's happening to them now?
They disappeared.
They're turning back